But she said in church, y'all. I ain't talking about folks in the street. This in the house. Women walking with God, got stuff in your heart against somebody because you feel like they hurt your feelings. You hurt God's feelings when you walk around here with all that stuff in your heart. We around here don't want to forgive. And we forget about what God forgave us for. I have people right now that's in my life that I don't know what I done did to them. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. All I know that all I try to do is show them Jesus. And they, I don't like you. I don't like you. You know what? It used to hurt my feelings. Because I knew I hadn't did nothing to some folks. But God taught me that if they did me like that, who are you? God showed that when Jesus he went to his own, and his own didn't even receive him. But we have to have it in our heart that God, they don't know no better. And we have to be able to pray for them. And I'm tired of bent over Christians. Bent over. I ain't bent over. Carol was bent over for a minute. Not no more. She ain't bent over now. I thank God. Don't we, Rob? I think I can call her out like that. Because she done been through the test with me. She done went through the, I mean, there was some times that she should have been mad at me. Because I literally couldn't play with her because, you know what? I love her so much that I don't play with her because I'm looking at her soul. I love her so much because I know that God has placed her in a position before other women and they're watching how she handles stuff. And they see her handle stuff the wrong way, guess what? They'll handle it the same way. So in the church, all of a sudden, Minister Carol got to talk to one of y'all. and you get a little offended. Because she's trying to show you the right way and tell you the right way. And all of a sudden, you start bending a little. At first, you can sort of get around and walk around while you bent a little. But I want you to know that the Bible says, give no place to the devil. Because the enemy waiting on an opportunity to get that stuff on the inside of you. And if you don't get it out from the beginning, and let the devil know that, you're not going to put this stuff in me. If you don't handle it that way, pretty soon, the enemy know what hurt your feelings. He know what hurt your feelings. And he going to send somebody else with the same thing. And you around here mad at somebody else because they hurt your feelings. You dated a man and he didn't do you the way you think he should have did. God didn't tell you to date him no way. And you dated him, and he hurt your heart. Now all men are dogs, so you're bent over. A little more, some more. And because you so bent over, you come to me praying, I've been hurt. I want God to send me a husband. But God ain't sending me nobody. And every time somebody come around me, before I know it, they gone. They gone because you're bent over. They can't see who you are for real. All they see is that pain that hurt you in. And don't nobody want no woman that's got all this stuff in them that they can't even look at them. They looking at the pain that they've been through, and instead of looking at them, your mind set on who hurt you in the past. And when God trying to send send you somebody. You so bent over, you so broken, to God can't give you nothing, and here it is. You go through it all your young life. I see it too often. You go through all your young life because you feel like God ain't sent you nobody. God sent you somebody, but you were so addicted to that pain that you went through that when God sent you that person, you couldn't even recognize that God, you're so addicted to pain till you be at the point that you want a bad boy. Y'all better hear me. you want that bad boy. And God send you a young man and he treating her like a lady. Treating you, oh, he just too nice. He just too nice. The devil is a liar. And you push him on. You don't want him. And then you go back to somebody that hurt you, that treats you like a dog, and you stay in that relationship. And then you say, Lord, why you let me get in this? Bent over. And I ain't talking about nobody out there in the world. These folks out there in the world, they getting them good, man. Because y'all so bent over. Y'all so bent over. They got to go out there and look for somebody out here. And them women saying, come on. And you want that, you want that broke man, he bent over. You want that man that ain't gonna do nothing for you, he all bent up. And then when you have children, guess what? They bent too. I just want y'all to know that Jesus told those men that were in the church, high officials, when they couldn't recognize the power of God in their midst, that God had changed this woman's life from being bent over to straighten her up. They couldn't recognize it. And God told them, he said, now, this is the daughter of Abraham. And what's going on with you accepting anything and you doing anything and you treating people any kind of way because of your hurt, because you don't recognize who you are. If you knew who you were for real, if you knew who you were in Christ, some of this stuff you doing, you wouldn't be doing it. Some of this sickness that you have, you wouldn't have it. Y'all don't believe me. Nurses. Some of this sickness that's going on right now, if you go back to the root cause of it, if you see where this thing started from, you'll see where the enemy put something on the inside. The Bible even lets you know that laughter do good like medicine. And we all bitter Christian women. Bitter women in the house. Can't nobody do nothing right. Lord, you told me to forgive them, but I ain't gonna forget what they did to me. That's your problem. And I just want, because I'm tired of seeing women walk around here spiritually bent over. And they think they got it all. You mean putting your makeup on, looking cute, wearing the designer, everything. But when somebody see you through the eyes of Jesus, They see you all bent over. And God want to heal somebody today. And I want to talk to somebody in here right now that's been hurt in your past. And it won't take you long to think about that person that hurt you. It won't take you long to think about that person that come in your midst and you want to go in the other direction. It's a setup. It's a setup. The devil have chosen you in church, and he have assigned a demon. Y'all better hear me. God told me to let them know what's going on with them. He assigned a demon to you when you was that little girl that got hurt. And because you didn't recognize what the enemy was doing, every time somebody did something to you, you got all upset. And then when somebody tell you you in church every Sunday, and you hear what the words say. You hear when God said, forgive others. You hear every Sunday. But you come back to God, but God, you don't know. God don't know what they did to you. And you got to get to that point in your life because the enemy wants your life. I'm 63 years old right now. 63. And I thank God for being 63. And I think I still got it going on. Y'all don't hear me? I'm 63. I went to the doctor the other day, and a young lady came out there to get me. And she told me when she brought me back, she said, oh, I thought I had the wrong patient. Because she said she was expecting me to be this old lady, all bent over. How many of you know the devil is a lie? See, I just know that I don't care what you say about me. That's between you and God. I just know that if you said about me that my fight ain't with you, it's a spiritual battle. And what's been going on, we've been in a fight for so long, and we've been fighting other folks, not realizing it's a spiritual battle. To when we get through, we all beat up, we all tore, we all bent over. And God said he don't want us to be like that. God saying that if you would just change your life, if you would stand up straight and be what I called you to be, I'll fight your battle. Anybody in here ever went through something that somebody hurt you and you knew that they were trying to take your life for real? But God told you, no, this is not your battle. I need you to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. And I want y'all to know that when we do it that way, God said he will renew us like eagles. And we'll rise up. And see what the enemy wants us to fight. We ain't got to fight, y'all. We too cute to fight. Our husband don't want us fighting. If he a real man, he don't. Reverend Rod don't want to carry around him fight. I can fight him though, right? No, you can't fight him. I went through her, and I knew God had me. He wanted me to speak this into your life. Because all week long, for a couple of weeks, I had to preach last Sunday too. The enemy been fighting, they came, and I knew that it wasn't that natural. It was like this cough. And God let me know that, Terri, when it's time for you to do what you got to do, you're going to be able to do what you have to do. But what the enemy wanted me to do was start speaking what I was seeing. What she said? Say it out loud.
Speak what you see until you see what you say.
Y'all better speak what you see. I was seeking God. I was telling God, I don't care what it looked like. I'm already healed by the stripes of Jesus. But what it looked like was that this sickness was coming on me. But guess what? I knew who I was in Christ. I knew that I was already healed. Over 2,000 years ago, Jesus had already healed me. And I had to speak what God said. But what the enemy wanted me to do was get in this little pitiful mode. Stop everything. Don't do nothing. But the devil is a lie. And God let me know, women, when we realize who we are in Christ, and when we start saying who we are in Christ, we'll start seeing some things. And I want y'all to know that when folks coming at you, Carol, when folks coming at you, it's not the person. They just bent over. I mean, spiritually, they are bent over. And you got to be able to pray for them. And I was going through something. And I need y'all to know that when God is taking you in your business to a higher place, the enemy gonna always be out there. And God showed me in a dream, in these bushes, it was a snake. And all I could see was this snake eyes. But in the end, that snake was dead. He was black and white. Black and white. Laid out dead. Y'all know how God just called a man a hypocrite? Y'all see how Jesus called them a hypocrite? God let me know it was something that was going to be I was going to deal with in the church. How many know we got hypocrites in the church? They'll be lying wait in the bushes, waiting to kill you, to strike at you. But God will let you see it before it even happens. And I promise y'all, after that dream, people that said they love us, that I'm in your corner, that I'll be with you, God started uncovering who it was. Even we had somebody call us and tell us some things that was being done. Now, your flesh, I'm telling y'all how to handle these things. Because your flesh want to deal with it. Because anybody been in the world before? Anybody been in the world before? Before you got saved, there are some things you would have said and did if somebody called you and told you certain things in where you came from. But now that we're in Christ, God said, no, you don't mess with it. You let me fight your battle. And when I tell you, when you get to that point in your life that you are able to stand back and still see those same people that think that they're building traps for you, that God will have you to love them. I mean, love them for real. And pray for them because you realize it's not the person. It's the spirit. And when you can get to that point of being able to pray for somebody when they're trying to hurt you, that's when God getting ready to show his glory. Anybody know anything about God's glory? See, what God want to do in our lives, he want to do some things we can't do for ourselves. God want to build us up and take us to a place that we can't take ourselves. And I promise you that God loves y'all so much that he's telling you it's time out for you being bent over in that state that you were in. I want everybody to just stand up real quick. Stand up. And I want you to, for a moment, to think about that thing. We're going to start where we were when we were a child. I want you to think of that thing that hurt you when you was a little girl. And as you think about that thing, just bend a little. It hurt you. Didn't nobody know you was going through this hurt. But year after year after year, that hurt was on the inside. And then as you got a